Welcome to the exciting tutorial on Yeeflow approval forms. In this video, we'll dive into the versatile Sublist field control and how it can enhance your approval forms. The Sublist field control in Yeeflow is used to collect multiple items of data on a single form. You can create predefined fields of various types within the Sublist, enabling users to add multiple rows of records when submitting a new request. To give you a practical example, let's consider a purchase request form. Users can utilize the Sublist control to add multiple items they wish to purchase. The Sublist can include fields like product name, unit price, quantity, and even a calculated field like subtotal. The Sublist also supports powerful summary features to calculate totals, counts, or averages for specific fields. Now let's see how to add and configure the Sublist field control step by step. To add a Sublist control, head over to the Form Designer's Controls panel. Find the Sublist control in the Basic Fields group. Simply click and drag this control to the form canvas. Now you can change the title and the associated variables ID and name according to your needs. Great! With the Sublist control added, let's move on to configuring its fields. Expand the List Content group, and let's add fields to the Sublist. Click the Settings button of Fields to open the List Fields settings window. To add a new field, click the Add Field button. Here you can change the field ID, field name, and the type of this field. Let's set the field ID as Field Product and the field name as Product, with the field type as text. Next, let's add more fields. Click the Add Field button again. Set the second field's name as Unit Price, with the field type set to number. Set the third field's name as Quantity, also with the field type set to number. Lastly, let's add the subtotal field. Set the name as Subtotal and the field type as number as well. With our fields added, let's proceed to display them in the Sublist control. To display fields on the Sublist, you can click the checkbox from the first column of each field. You can also change the order of those fields when showing them on the Sublist control by changing the number in the sort column. Now let's configure the properties of each field in the Sublist. For the product field, let's use the single line control. Click the Properties button to set the control properties. In the validation group, toggle on the required setting to make the product field mandatory. Next, for the unit price field, change the control type to currency from the control type drop-down list. Moving on to the quantity field, keep the control type as number. Then, click the Settings button of the Control Properties to open the Control Properties settings window. In the Appearance group, choose 0 decimal from the Rounded to drop-down list to ensure that the quantity is an integer. Lastly, for the subtotal field, set the control type to calculation from the control type drop-down list. The value of the subtotal will be calculated with the formula unit price multiply quantity. Click the Settings button of the Control Properties. In the Expression Editor window, click the Expression button from the top toolbar. Select Current Object, then choose Unit Price, and click Insert to add it to the Expression Editor. Next, click to add Multiply from the toolbar, and select Quantity from under Current Object. Click OK to close the settings window. Now let's preview the form. You can click the Preview button at the bottom of the left panel to open the preview page. Here you can add multiple rows of items to the Sublist control and see how the subtotal is automatically calculated. The Sublist control also offers a summary feature, allowing you to calculate values for fields across all items in the Sublist. For example, you can use this feature to calculate the total price of all items. To use the summary feature, go to the List Content group of the Sublist Controls Properties panel, find the summary, and click the Settings button to open the Summary Fields settings window. Click Add from the bottom to open the Summary Editor window. From the Field drop-down list, select the subtotal field. Then from the Type drop-down list, select Sum to calculate the total price of all items in the Sublist. Toggle on the Display option and click OK to close the window. Now, let's preview the form again. You'll see the summary value displayed at the bottom of the subtotal column, automatically updating as you add or change items in the sublist. To use the summary value for further actions, such as in workflows or other parts of the form, you can save it to a variable. Simply bind the summary value to a specific variable on the form. Click the Settings button of the summary to reopen the Summary Editor window. Then, click the Edit button for the subtotal field. From the binding settings, select the desired variable, such as total price, and click OK to save. Let's preview the form once more. This time, as you add or change items in the sublist, the value of the total price field on the form will update automatically, reflecting the sum of all subtotals. And that concludes our tutorial on using the Sublist field control in Yeeflow approval forms. By incorporating the Sublist control, you can easily manage multiple records and calculate values efficiently. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like and subscribe to our channel for more Yeeflow tutorials. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.